Let's talk about business and the pandemic. Kamusta po ang business atmosphere now that we are going into the ECQ again? How are businessmen looking at the situation going into the bare months?
Parang I would say there's a better acceptance of the lockdown this time around, partly because we all know that the Delta variant is a more sinister kind of virus, mutation of that virus, and partly because we need it in order to bring the cases down. I think for the past day or so, the cases have come down a bit. So, but also there's an awareness that the stores here in Makati most of them are closed.
Mhm.
Traffic has disappeared. So you could feel again the negative impact on people's lives, especially the pocketbooks and the economy. So I hope this lockdown is of short duration, unlike last year, because it's going to have a severe impact on the economy, and everybody is hoping that it would be.
Do you think that the elections are coming up soon, and in fact the posturings beginning to be witnessed by everybody, is that going to make an impact in any way, whether good or bad, on our economy now?
Well, typically, election events are a catalyst to more spending and better economic growth. No? So, from that perspective, purely from that narrow perspective, it is good. No, of course, it creates uncertainty because we don't know who the next leadership would be for the country. But can only hope and pray that it will be good.
So,
Sorry, during the
Yeah, Robbie.
hello. Yeah, sir. During this entire pandemic, in the handful of times we've had you and we had the opportunity to pick your brains. I think I've always asked this. What advice do you give to entrepreneurs now? You are also, of course, invested heavily in supporting and encouraging MSMEs. And with every lockdown, they become more exasperated, understandably, more dismayed. What advice would you give them at this point?
For MSMEs, they just have to be patient. If you have the resources to sustain yourself, if you have to close your shops or your restaurants or your business, you just have to be patient and wait for better days. Because there's nothing you can do. If there's a lockdown of your facilities, that's the only choice you've got. No? And we face similar circumstances in our one or two of our businesses that are transportation related. So that's your only choice. So you have to, in a way, you have to have faith that you can be there when better times come in, no? Because they will one day they will come in. To Ami's point earlier, this virus cannot disappear. It will not. It will be there for quite some time, and I'm not sure it will completely disappear. Like the influenza virus, and the smallpox, chickenpox, measles still with us. They don't disappear, unfortunately.
Well, how do you see the MVP group if we can talk about a post-pandemic future? I mean, are you planning an expansion in healthcare, in your healthcare portfolio, for example, or maybe your online business?
Well, in terms of the healthcare, number one is that I think we should invest in more hospitals, as we're doing now, in order that we can help in future health crises as this. We have introduced an MWell health app so that we are able to improve the delivery of health services to a greater number of our people. And we're part of that overall vaccination process. We have allocated a significant proportion of the vaccines we've ordered to what we call CSR work, donations we're giving to LGUs that need it most. And of course, we're subject to delivery schedules of these vaccines, but a great proportion of those vaccines are going to the LGUs. So I think the health business model would change as well. We're seeing that happen. And a number of the businesses that we see, that we're seeing now, their business model and processes will change. They will become more digital.